Hello.
Welcome to our channel.
Hello, YouTube.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to the Raven Fan Channel. How you guys doing today? Today we're going to be telling you a little bit about, since we told you we're moving to Maui. We're really excited about that. Yes. Now we're going to be telling you a little bit of
what it takes to move to Maui.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. There's a lot of homework that you have to do, and we're trying to make it a little bit easier. So we didn't have anybody to tell us how to do it, so we wanted to make it a little bit easier on you guys. Yeah. Whenever it's time for you to do it. So I made a little list on my phone I'm going to be looking here and there about, and we have this binder, a family binder. We definitely recommend getting one of these for you. You're going to need it. It's going to make everything a lot easier if you're organized. So the first category we want to talk about is researching.
Yeah, do your research.
So the first thing we did is what you're doing right now is watch videos on YouTube.
He watched so many YouTube videos about moving to Maui.
Yeah, she was saying I was obsessed, but actually she was correct. I love the idea of living on a tropical island with perfect weather all year round. So I mean, you can't really blame
videos.
me.
And now even with us already moving there and doing all this stuff, he's still nonstop watching things about living in Hawaii and Maui. Like,
yeah, it's everybody that makes videos about it is happy that they're there.
Well, even on like Discovery Plus, it's all Maui, it's all Hawaii.
Yeah,
everything we watch at home.
Yeah, she's getting tired of it.
Yeah.
We're almost there. We're getting very close to leaving ourselves. So
yes.
It took me a little while to figure out what part of the island that I liked the most, and she was thinking she was wide open to. We thought we wanted to live right on the beach. Of course, who wouldn't want to live right on the beach?
Right, yeah. Actually, we ended up choosing Upcountry. Are we in Upcountry?
We're actually in Central Maui.
Oh, well,
Upcountry is basically all the mountains in the middle of the very island, and it gets colder climates up there.
Okay, but we're still technically at the base of a mountain, so...
If you look at Maui, it's shaped like a person. There's the head, and then...
We're in the neck.
We're in the neck, like paia.
Paia is not the neck, it's like the back.
Yeah, so we're in Wailuku is where we're gonna live. So,
yeah.
All right, so the first thing that we had to do is kind of just get a realtor, because they're gonna tell you more about the different parts of the island to kind of help you out what your wants and needs are gonna be.
Yep.
Because you know what you like, but they're there already, so
yeah, they know everything. They know everything you need to know. Our realtor has been fantastic. He's helped us through every step of the way, like picking locations, schools. We've shown him like 1,000 different places, and
yeah, he's been pretty honest with everything too.
Yeah, super honest.
He was born and raised there, and I'm gonna link actually his Facebook or his contact in the description below this, so you can, if you have any questions about a realtor, then we recommend him strongly. Really great guy. All right, so yeah, watch videos and then really just ask yourself if Maui is right for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that move there and within 6 months to 2 years they leave because they get island fever, or they realize it's not where they wanted to be, or they don't think there's enough to do there, which I don't know how you could possibly think that.
Yeah.
Or you move there during like the pandemic and you can't find a job, so you can't afford it, so you have to move back to the mainland.
And this really comes down to being prepared too. Give yourself plenty of time. It's gonna take us about a total of 6 months from the time we started and the end of September until we actually get there April 1st. Yep. April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're actually going.
Yeah,
it's not a joke. So yeah, and learn as much as you can about the Hawaiian culture.
Yeah, we are currently learning Hawaiian.
It's fun. And YouTube videos teach you.
They
YouTube
do, or you
teaches
can
everything.
download like Duolingo or some of the other ones that make you pay a lot of money for them.
Yeah, or you know, whenever you get to Hawaii, just ask locals. They would probably love teaching
That
about
dog's
it.
eating our snowman carrot.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. It's still snow here in Texas, as I mean, most of you guys know what's going on in the world
Yeah.
right now. We made a snowman out there, and the dog found the carrot.
Yeah.
Hey, it's fresh though.
Yeah, because it's
Probably
been
the only
frozen in
carrot
the
left
snowman.
in town, actually.
We say snowman, but he made it with Bentley, and it actually looks like a poop emoji. So
I'm from the South. I don't know how to make snowmen, so you should have seen that. That was funny. So that's what we've been doing, waiting to go to Maui. So ask yourself.
Okay, so
Hey guys, we're back. Sorry, we just got rudely interrupted by, I didn't clear the card on the camera before we started recording, so it stopped. But we're back. We're talking about learning the local language. And we talked a little bit about that. 12, it's got 12 letters in it.
yeah, the alphabet has 12 letters. It's mostly vowels.
And the way you pronounce it, if you know Spanish, you pronounce the vowels and the sounds a lot like Spanish.
Yeah.
So, all right. And then the second category we want to talk about was housing. Obviously, after you do your
Housing's
research and you want to move to Maui and you know it's right for you and you're well prepared and you have your realtor, now it's time to think about where I'm going to live. Like,
Yeah.
if I want, I'm buying a condo or buying a house.
Or renting. Renting is always an option, but
Yeah.
it doubles your payment monthly.
Yeah,
Easily
exactly.
doubles your payment monthly to rent.
Because you're going to be renting from someone that owns that.
Yeah.
And they need to make
And if that person
bills.
is renting the land underneath their home, you're going to be paying even more.
And what she's referring to is a leasehold. Now, there's not a lot, I learned this from my realtor. There's not a lot of leaseholds on the island, but what it is basically you're renting the land as well. Most of them are what you call a simple,
Fee simple.
Fee simple, so you don't have to rent the land.
So closer to
Or buy
the
the land.
beach and like all the populated areas where people want to be, you're going to find more leaseholds where, say you're getting a condo, your mortgage may be like $1,500 a month.
Yeah.
Add another couple grand on top of that for your HOAs, because those are about $1,000.
Yeah.
And then for renting that land is about another $1,000. Like, just keep adding those fees on there because they are there. Which is also another reason why we chose to not be by the beach and not by the mountains, because
Yeah.
our HOA is a lot cheaper and we're on a fee simple, so we're not paying to rent the land below something we own.
Yeah, so this just goes into more research. We wanted to be able to live in Hawaii and not have to work 3 jobs
Exactly.
a piece and actually, you know, go and enjoy it. I mean, definitely hats off to those people that work hard. We definitely appreciate that, you know, so we can be
Yeah.
there and have all the, you know, all the great things that Maui has to offer. So we did our homework. We wanted to live on the beach, and then we ended up living central Maui. Basically right at the base of the West Maui Mountains in Wailuku.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. There's not really an ugly spot in Maui. I mean,
There's not.
anywhere you go is gonna be great, you know. And you have a car, you know, or a bicycle or something to go to the beach anytime you want to.
It's kind of straight downhill from our condo, so you could skateboard, you know.
I tried skateboarding last time, and I was not. Amy did a lot better than I did. Let's just say that I jumped off to
Don't
tuck and roll.
skateboard, longboard.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that do like to do longboarding and things. That whenever I was there last time, I seen that.
Yeah.
It's a nice place to enjoy the breeze and the sunshine. But so back on track. So rent's really expensive. So if you look at buying something, you can buy a house or a condo. Now a house is going to be a little bit cheaper when it comes to an HOA. You're still gonna most likely have an HOA,
Yeah.
but you're not gonna have as high, obviously, as say a condo or
Yeah.
a duplex or something like that.
And you'll realize that no matter if you're looking at a condo or a house, they're all about the same size.
Yeah,
Moving from like house we lived in here to this apartment, our condo's about the same size as this apartment. And it costs a lot more, so
yeah. The place we're moving into is a little over 900 square feet.
yeah, it's like 953 square feet. The house we sold here in Texas was 4122 square feet. So
And the condo costs more.
yeah, the condo costs more.
Well, it was almost about the same.
And most of the houses we were looking at for 3 bedrooms were between like 900 and like 1400 square feet.
Yeah. So unless you are wanting to have a massive house and have a lot of money to do that with, you're going to be expecting to have something probably smaller than what you are in America, unless you're in California. Or
Yeah.
I don't know how that actually goes. I've
Yeah.
never lived there. I'm just saying.
I mean, if you're wanting to spend like under 600,000, you're going to be in a small house.
Smaller house, you know,
Or a condo.
maybe a little over 1,000 square foot. Yeah. So, with that being said, people in Hawaii, they don't really need all that big space. They're usually going to be outside, probably
Exactly.
enjoying
Which
the
is
nature
why
and stuff.
we
so.
don't mind our condo being only 953 because we got the 3 bedrooms.
Yeah.
It's private where we're at, but how often are we really going to be in it? Like,
Yeah.
there's beaches everywhere, there's mountains everywhere.
Don't be discouraged if you're looking at a place and you're used to being in a 2,000 square foot house and
Yeah.
you're looking at your price range that you've came to, what you can afford, and it's going to be almost 1,000 square foot smaller. Just realize that the homes that are in Hawaii, they use up the space. They're very efficient. There's a lot of storage, and you know, it's going to be good for your family.
Yeah,
Just don't be discouraged.
It's very well laid out. And if you have a home full of stuff and on the mainland, anywhere here, it's a good time to go more minimalist and just get rid of things. Don't ship as much there
Yeah.
as you want to. Like, if you have things you haven't touched in 6 months, you don't need them.
Yeah, and that kind of goes with being prepared, like we said. So instead of thinking about all the stuff not calling you guys hoarders or anything, but if you have a lot of stuff, you know, you do not need, that's going to cut down on your shipping your items to Hawaii. Personally, for us, we didn't have a lot. We did kind of have some things, but
We've got a lot.
we sold things, donated things, you know, gave stuff to our friends, family. We're not holding on to anything except for our clothes
We're
and some
walking out
toys.
of this apartment to fly there with 5 suitcases and a couple carry-on bags. That is
And-
all we are taking to Maui with us.
And why is that? You might wonder, like, okay, why are you just living out of your suitcases? Well, first of all, if you think you're going to send some stuff, ask yourself how much is it going to cost. Maybe do some research. We didn't even research it because we were going
like to be more minimalist
Yeah.
anyway, and thinking about the furniture we've had, like this couch. We're gonna probably throw it away because it is trashed from our kids.
And is it going to fit in the smaller place, you know? I mean, it's about the same size as this condo, but
For bigger houses, you shop for bigger furniture. Well, these places are a lot smaller, so if you're buying stuff locally there, it's made for smaller housing.
Yep.
It's made to fit in there better, so you have more space. It makes it look like your area is bigger because the furniture is a little smaller.
Yeah.
And plus, they have some really cool Hawaiian furniture out
Yeah,
there.
they do. The warehouse
Yeah.
is a cool spot our realtor told us about. They
Yeah.
take the furniture from
some of the really
they're
high-end
liquidating it.
hotels on Maui,
And
and
they're
you can go
liquidating
buy
it.
it.
Yeah, so there's a lot of ways you can get your furniture whenever you get there. So you're not spending, say, $2,000 to ship a couple of items of furniture when you can sell the furniture you have or donate it, have money to buy new furniture while you're there. So it's like, okay, it's an opportunity to get new furniture
Yeah,
at kind of like
exactly.
a lower price. So look at doing that. All right, also, we've touched on housing. Now let's move on to, one more thing for housing is your mortgage taxes are going to be a lot lower than
Yeah.
Texas. We were paying a tenth of what we were going to be paying in Texas. We're
Yeah.
paying a tenth in Maui, so it's a lot lower. So where we were paying $1,000 for a house, same price, we're going to be paying only $100 a month for taxes.
In taxes.
Yeah, and
not the
mortgage.
mortgage.
Yeah, mortgage taxes.
Just
so
property taxes.
so that's a really big plus. So
Yeah.
it will help you out whenever it comes to taxes on that. So we already talked about shipping the items. How about getting plane tickets?
Yeah, getting plane tickets is a good thing. Do it as early as you can. We waited till we were under contract on our condo and knew our estimated closing date.
Yep.
And when we decided to do it, instead of going to like Expedia and stuff like that, I just got on American Airlines website and Delta, and I compared pricing, and it ended up being cheaper than it was showing me on Expedia and all of those other.
Shop around, basically.
Yeah, but I recommend going to the actual airline's website.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you might have your travel agent that you like that'll give you discounts and stuff. You
Yeah.
know, by all means, use them if you're comfortable with them.
Yeah.
But if you want to get something cheaper, do your research. Give
we're
yourself
a
a little bit of time to do it.
We're a family of 4, and for one-way tickets right now to Maui, it only cost $1,003.
Yeah.
for one-way tickets to Maui.
That's incredible. I remember back whenever I was in the military, I would fly from like Alaska to like Louisiana and back, and that'd be $1,500 for myself. So, I mean, these are one-way tickets.
Yeah.
But
another thing we should touch on with housing is if you're a 100% disabled veteran, you do get that tax break on your property tax. But Hawaii does not accept it until after a year. You have to live there for a year, and then you can get tax exempt on like your property tax for your house.
Okay,
so anyways,
what were you saying about that?
$100 or whatever your property tax is going to be will just kind of disappear after a year once you file that paperwork to be tax exempt. So they are like Texas, like property taxes here. If you're 100% disabled, you don't pay them.
Yeah, and that's good. I mean, it's only $100, but $100 is going to build up. You know, $100 here, $50 there. It's going to make it easier to live in Hawaii. So the reason is for the 1 year is because Hawaii they recognize you as a resident after you get your license and you live in there for 1 year.
Yeah, because a lot of people do choose to move back.
Yeah, so that's why we're saying be prepared and make sure that Maui or Hawaii is right for you.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get there. There's a lot of people that they leave after 1 year or 2 years, you know, and that's totally fine if you want to just experience it for a little while. But if you're trying to make it your home for good, like we are, make sure it's right for you, so you don't make a life choice that now it's going to cost you a lot of time and money just to move back out.
So I added this whole housing side note thing, but let's go back to the travel. So with the plane tickets, book them early when you can, and also know that during COVID right now there is an embargo on pets. Our cat cannot go because they will not allow pets to fly during COVID. So he's going to be staying with family, with my parents, until that embargo is lifted and he can fly by himself, I guess.
Yeah, I was looking forward to making a video on how to ship your pet. You know, we is in the binder. You know, we even got a section for Chester the cat.
Actually, the front section is our cat.
Yeah, so. I can go over that whenever we do it, but you know, now we're gonna have to use a company like she said to fly them. So
I think it's like
don't be discouraged
Safe
on
Pets
that
or something. Will fly your pet later. But they're not doing it, so be prepared to have to either rehome your pet or leave it somewhere with friends or family or board it somewhere until they are able to fly.
And that's at the time of we're making this video right now.
Also,
that is current.
Pets going to Hawaii cannot be like below your feet. Like they have to be checked.
Yeah.
In cargo, they cannot go with you on the plane.
Yep.
For just going to Hawaii. Anywhere else accepts them like on the plane with you, but Hawaii does not.
Yeah. I mean, everybody has their reasons for it too, so that's just a rule that they have. And okay, next, other part of being prepared is make sure that you make an appointment with Walgreens or the CVS pharmacy. There's a list of COVID-19 tests that's on the website for travel that you can go to.
That Hawaii accepts. They accept them from only certain places, so look on that website.
Yeah, you don't want to show up there and have to go into quarantine, especially if you're just on vacation going there to check out a house.
You don't want to do that 14-day quarantine for a 14-day vacation that you're
especially
on.
if you're there to see houses before you move there, okay? So that's one thing that you should do if you do have that luxury, to fly there and see the area, meet your realtor, and look at places. And then if you're going to be able to have that. For us, we're buying sight unseen, but...
Well, I mean, it's technically seen. Our realtor did do a video walkthrough.
I mean, with all the technology we have these days, we have that luxury that we can do a FaceTime video, and then they can show us around the house. And a lot of listings on realtor, and the realtor gets photos and then actually 360 walkthroughs and things. So
and he called us on FaceTime and we went through it. But back to the testing. If you go to a place that is not approved by that website, you will have to get another test because they will not accept it. And you cannot do the 15-minute rapid test. They do not accept those. Okay, so within 72 hours of getting off the plane, I think it is, you have to have that negative COVID test. And if not, you quarantine for 14 days.
Yeah, so it's definitely well worth making sure that you have everything
done.
Scheduled. Because okay, here's the reason, is because you have to get 72 hours. You got to get that, and plus your COVID test costs $137 for one test.
Because voluntary COVID tests are not covered by insurance.
So let's say that you go to Okay, so we recommend Walgreens because CVS, which we like CVS.
We love CVS, but they say on their website that if you are traveling to Hawaii, they cannot guarantee you get your results back in time.
Yeah.
So.
And that would be money wasted. And
they actually tell you should look for a different place to be tested on their website.
Yeah. So I went ahead and did some research on some Facebook pages for Maui, going to Maui, and they've talked about using Walgreens because Walgreens says it's usually about a day, maybe 2 max.
Yeah, and on their website it says that. On their labs website, they have the links to their labs on their website, and they say to click those to check times, and it says within 24 hours.
Yep.
Like Walgreens it is.
Yeah, and you can make an appointment with Walgreens. You can call them. It says 2 days in advance.
Yeah.
So make sure you do that ahead of time. I mean, there's a lot of Walgreens around too, so maybe don't give up if you call the first one and they can't do it. So just call around and make sure you make an appointment.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to talk more about the plane tickets too, because what we did is we were flying out of Tulsa, and it was going to cost us a lot more money.
Yeah, different airports cost different. So Tulsa added an extra $1,500 to our plane ticket. So obviously we chose not to fly out of there.
Yeah.
And we chose to fly out of Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
I think it's because Tulsa is a smaller airport. Oklahoma City is massive compared to Tulsa.
Yeah, it's an international airport.
It's cheaper to, so is Tulsa.
Oh.
It's cheaper to fly out of the bigger, busier airport than it is to fly out of the one in your small town you're in. So definitely check prices based on airports on what's close to you.
Okay. And she reminded me too, also we need to talk about rental cars and shipping your vehicles.
Yeah, so shipping our vehicle, we're in Waco, Texas, in the middle of America basically.
Yeah.
So we are using Paisha. Our realtor recommended them. They are going to cost like right at $2,400 to ship our car from Texas. And they, if you're not in California by a port, they will send a truck to come pick up your vehicle at your door or somewhere close to your house if they can't get to your house. And they'll drive it back across America. They'll get it on the boat, do all of that stuff for you, just for you to go pick it up, and we're picking it up in Kahului. So they just handle it all from there. And then they say it takes between 4 to 6 weeks, depending on
when they pick it up.
Yeah, depending on when they pick it up. They give you a 2-week window for pickup after you pay. So
yeah, so once you actually pay them, you have to pay them first ahead of time for them to actually schedule, obviously.
Because they have to have a driver.
Yeah, they're gonna have to pay ahead of time too. So after you pay, they're gonna say, you know, we need 2 weeks until we pick up your vehicle. So add that 2 weeks to the 4 to 6 weeks. It could be anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that they pick ours up sooner, because you'll have to pay for a rental car unless you know someone in Hawaii that
I mean, think about it.
Bus you around.
We're gonna ship our car about a month early. Try to about a month early, and depending on that, we're gonna have a rental car that whole time because we have kids. We have to be able to leave, and then once we get to Maui, we're gonna have to get a rental car there too.
Yes.
Not only just to leave the airport, but to be able to go explore our new home and check things out.
So just be smart to save money for rental cars.
Yeah, save as much as you can.
Yep. So your big ticket items, obviously, is going to be the plane ticket and your house. When you're going to go under contract or you know where you're living, I said plane tickets, shipping your vehicle, and
shipping your household goods if you choose to.
Yep.
We did not.
Yeah. Say that would be where you can get some of your money, is sell that stuff you don't really need to pay for other things. That's kind of what helped us out too.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, trying to figure out what's going on with your pets if you need to keep them out. So
this binder, get a binder, because we are organized. We have categories. We have Chester category, which is our cat. We have the condo. We have shipping, the car. We have, I forgot what our other category was.
Plane tickets.
Oh yeah, like our flights. That's our other category.
Yeah, exactly.
So we are organized by category in this binder, so we know what we have, what we don't have, what we have to do. There's a list of things to do that you can like print off for moving to Maui. Yeah. Because other people have done it, so there's always like different things. Yeah, and also when you go buy your plane tickets, what they're gonna do is you're gonna see a message come up that says safe travel for COVID, and you have to register your name with your ticket. And what that will do is whenever you get your COVID results, the COVID results, they'll upload it to your account, and then the people at your
ticket. What do you call it?
Airport?
At the airport, yeah. They'll see that you don't have you have the results.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's a lot to think about, but we want you guys to ask us questions. We've gone through the ringer on it. It's not that difficult if you're prepared.
We're still a month and like 13 days out right now for moving, but we have everything done.
Yeah.
Our lenders have everything they need for our condo. We're just waiting to close. Our car is about to be shipped. We've gotten rid of pretty much everything. We have our suitcases. Our flights are already booked. Like, everything is done for us right now because we started early. We decided we were going to make this move end of September, beginning of October. Our house was listed under contract October 31st. And then by December 14th, we had closed on it, and we've been in the apartment just waiting ever since. Like, start early.
Yep.
Don't be like, oh, I'm going to list my house in like May and be like, I want to be there by August and buy a house, when you have to sell that house.
Just be realistic, yeah, because you don't know if somebody's going to be able to buy your house. If you are trying to move out of a house, you don't know.
Some houses sit there for months.
Yeah. I felt like ours was there forever, and it was just like a month, right?
It was like 29 days. It was really fast.
Yeah, it's like, come on, it's keeping us from being able to be in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I mean,
but be prepared. Have everything ready to go. Don't procrastinate, because it will affect you in the end.
So it's a lot of people's dream come true to just think about moving to somewhere they want to live. That's what we're able to do. Moving to Hawaii, that's exciting. Don't let this be a stressful time in your life. And by doing that, do a few things to relieve the stress. Like, every time you get to take an action and cross something off your list, do it. Don't wait.
Yep.
Buy your plane tickets. Call and ask questions. Even if you can't pay for getting your vehicle shipped, call and get a quote. Call and get insurance quotes on how much your vehicles are going to cost. Make a list of what your budget's going to be in Hawaii, what your expected budget's going to be in Hawaii. You ask your realtor to go to work for you, to ask questions on how much like HOA fees are going to be for that area.
Ask about schools if you have kids.
Electric, how much is all these going to be? So that's what we're going to do. We've
already done all of that.
Yeah, once we get to Hawaii and we find out what our monthly expenses are going to be costing for a family for in a condo, we're going to post about how much it's going to cost to live there, a range, so that way
we'll
you
obviously keep uploading these videos with more info. Feel free to reach out to us. We'll answer any questions we can. I mean, we're going through it.
Yeah,
we're making our
excited.
dreams come true.
I mean, it's not incredibly difficult, but it's definitely not easy. It's a little bit of a challenge, but if you have it here in your heart that you want to do it, you're going to make it happen. And we want to help you out. So don't be stressed about it. Don't be discouraged,
Yeah.
Just keep a smile on your face thinking about it, because you're going to be there. It might be a year away from now, right?
Yeah.
But
we watched a video yesterday on YouTube. It was more Hawaiian stuff, and they say they are the happy people. So learn that from them. Be the happy people.
The aloha spirit.
Don't get stressed out. Just go for it.
Because this will be the last time you have to stress out. Whenever you're in Hawaii, it's all relaxing, aloha.
It's all beaches from there.
Hey, I don't care if I have to work 3 jobs if I'm on Hawaii Islands hanging out. I know, but I mean, everything is wusa, Everything is cool, it's chill, relaxed. So this is the time of your life. Just be smart about it, be prepared, make good decisions and choices, and believe in yourself. So it's like a motivational video all of a sudden. So
it is.
You can do it. We believe in you guys. So don't hesitate to reach out. We will respond to you. So we're a small YouTube channel. It'll be pretty easy to get your message anyways.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching. Thank you. Is there anything else that you want to add in this video before we make the next one?
I don't think so. I think we got it all covered.
All right, guys. Aloha from us to you.
Mahalo.
And mahalo for watching. And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, everyone.